Like as far as a hustler, oh man, crack, heroin, coke, pills, everything. Like I was out there 24/7. Like I was one of them Boston niggas that the Boston niggas came and got their shit. You see what I'm saying? So because my father was big, and when he went to the feds, I got all his plugs. So you know what I'm saying? So you know, we've been signed. Steve Stoute signed us to RCA when DJ Clue was an intern. He was an intern. DJ Clue was an intern. Steve Stoute's intern at RCA, and we got signed to a EP deal. We got all this shit, right? It never been in the source up until then. So I'm like, it's time now. We need to get our article in the source, you know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't own it nothing. It was, you know, these are the Dave and his college buddies, you know. They didn't like us because Dave had some wild niggas from Boston. They wanted Dave to be with them. Hey, come on, Dave. Come on. Dave was like, Dave grew up in D.C. around niggas. So Dave really wasn't feeling them. Dave was with us. You know, I used to go up to the office and like how he said, see T-shirts, take T-shirts. Hey, man, he took my T-shirt. You know, it was like stupid shit. Like, it ain't that serious, bro. Like, like for real, this is what y'all don't like me for. Like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? So at that time, college niggas always thought they was just better than street niggas. And that's how I took it with them. They always thought they was smarter, better. So, you know, I didn't fuck with them niggas either. You know what I'm saying? They knew not to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Because they was the ones that was keeping the distance. I'm trying to be cool. I'm cool with a white Jewish kid going to Harvard. Why wouldn't I be able to be cool with y'all? And a couple of them were black. Because they're the ones that know. See, you got a whole bunch of niggas in this country who think they better than street niggas. And that's always been like that. And that's how that was. So, okay, but I wasn't involved with the source. 94 came, Bones Malone, they send the nigga down to come do the math. Dave sends the nigga, because the editors don't want to do the fucking story. They don't want to do the story on the RSO. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? So I ain't saying nothing at this point. They got a little thing. I called up there like, yo, listen, man.
I'll explain that in a second.
But they didn't want to do the story. You know what I'm saying? Again, we've been signed to 3 labels, and Dave's my man, who is really the primary owner, right? I'm calling up there like, I'm going to fuck y'all niggas up. You know what I'm saying? I'm at this point, it's like, yo, this is disrespectful. Like, y'all don't like us personally. Right. You think if we deserve, because you think we're not a good rap group, or you think we're from Boston, we'll go up there and fuck you niggas up. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't come out, it didn't start like that. But it's like, y'all niggas don't like us, we will fuck you niggas up. So them niggas did a whole, first of all, we at RCA Records. These niggas come up and serve me a summons while it's press day. The only reason they got up there because they used it, hey, we're press day. They came up there in front of all the executives of RCA at press day in different presses and gave me a summons.
For what?
We threw them niggas through the glass door and everything. Broke the glass. We got dropped from RCA because of that shit. Beat the shit out them niggas.
But what was the summons for?
I don't know. I'm be honest. As soon as they brought that shit, our niggas was jumping over tables, and we got look at bro. We broke the whole glass shit up at RCA. Man, that was it. They got us up out of it. We lost our deal because of these niggas.
Right.
Now, everybody
you lost that deal because you threw niggas through a glass window in front of niggas. That's why you lost the deal.
But you don't think that we was triggered?
Nah, I know you was triggered.
You don't think that was just because they lied?
You could have put the safety on and be like, we're gonna see them niggas when we're not here.
But they lied, and they wasn't supposed to be. We wasn't with them. It was already established. Dave's like, look, that, because they're saying, look, you know, Dave's getting them record deals and Dave's getting them. We was serious about our music. You know, Kevin Weeks came down, not Kevin Weeks, Kevin from Tommy Boy came down and was like, yo, these niggas is dope. We open up from Tommy Boy, you know, like we killing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing whack about us. Like, you know, so we got signed to a fucking single deal. And then Flavor Unit signed to a single deal with videos. And then after that, and then, look, Eazy, we had 2 meetings with Eazy. Like Eazy, Tom Wally, who's a lawyer of Tupac Estate, Eazy, I met with Eazy twice. I met him at the Source magazine. He's like, yo, I fuck with y'all. Because Tom Silverman dropped us because we got something because of the record, the cop killer record. It was called Wonder Chamber. He said it was provoking cop killing. We got dropped from the label. So Eazy was going to sign us. We got the contracts and everything, Math, right? I mean, go through everything. This is like about 3 weeks. Jerry Heller and Dave are going back and forth. I met Eazy twice. I met him, the Samoan niggas, and this Israeli nigga that had a little baby Mac in his trench coat. He had a short trench. Bro, like, this shit was crazy, right? Met him again at the St. Regis Hotel. It was just me, Eazy, and Dave, and just the nigga Mike Klein, which now I knew he was from the Jewish Defense League watching the movie, right? So that's who Jerry Heller put on him, one of them Israeli niggas from Israel.
Right.
He was no joke. So Eazy checks in the hospital. We just waiting now. Tamika and them at the same time are signing Bone Thugs. And Eazy's like, yo, I'm signing y'all. And Tamika and Yella's signing Bone Thugs. This is gonna be the new Ruthless. And we going crazy now. This is our first album deal. Our first album deal. Like this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like this is so big for us, nigga. We done lost niggas, all kind of shit. And we getting an album deal from Eazy-E. Like it's one of our heroes, nigga.
Right.
The nigga goes to see the Sinai. We makes a song. It wasn't email. I mailed him the song to the hospital. He had been there a week now. I mailed him the song. He said he had a box in there. The song was called There'll Be Some. We sampled Rogers That and some shit from the, but long story short, he liked the song. It was like some West Coast shit, because we was on some West Coast shit. It was East Coast, West Coast, Boston, and everything. Right. So 3 nights before he passed, I'm talking to him. Now this every other night he was sounding right. I must talk to him like 4 times while he was in the hospital. This time he was like, ah. And I was like, damn. He said he had bronchitis. I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna be all right. You just got the flu. You know, niggas was catching the flu back then. It was cool. Flu wasn't no worry. Like, yeah, I got the flu. Nigga, got the flu. Yeah. This wasn't thinking about dying. Even AIDS had just came, and you niggas wasn't. You didn't think niggas was dying like from AIDS. So I didn't even cross my mind. Nobody thought. I didn't think that shit.
Right.
And then I swear to God, man, to Mary, I love you. I'm in a sub. Me and my man Hurst, we eating a sub at Nicholas Sub in Rosendale, sub shop. Dave called me and said, yo, he's gone. Man, I went out back, threw up my sub. I'm thinking at this point, like, yo, this is just like a curse or whatever, man. Went back. That was fucked up. But rewind it. Oh, we never got the deal. Tamika didn't honor the contract. We was getting $150 for our first album, and she didn't. We ended up signing to the J Prince, moved to Texas, but rewind it though. Like, all these writers now quit from Dave and the other 3 owners and said, Dave, step down. Because Dave got Dave ended up writing the article himself.
It was an album review.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and a review. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
how many mics
if I wanted to put my balls on you know what I'm saying, on the cover at that point, like I could have. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. I didn't do that.
Right.
Yeah, but it didn't. Listen, my thing is, look, I never believed in the mic system like that the way everybody else does, because what makes us separate and individuals from 8 billion people is the power to pick what the fuck you want to pick.
Right.
I'm not gonna listen like, yo, because they pick 5 mics, and I'm not going for that because they don't live like I live.